Hey guys, welcome to the Prelims Focus News discussion of 6th of September 2017, and the Hindi version of it is also available in my YouTube channel. So if you at all want to see it, you can come and watch it there, right? So guys, the very first news is about Northeast Calling. It is a program being initiated by Ministry of Donor, that is Development of Northeast Region, and it will be organized on 9th and 10th of September because the Ministry of Donor is celebrating 16th year of its anniversary, right? So under this program, there will be promotion of art, culture, heritage, cuisine, handicraft, business and tourism of Northeast region, and various contests will be conducted to promote these sort of knowledge what I've already talked about in the very first point, right? And those contests will be based on photography contest, caption contest, video contest, choreography contest, etc., right? And one of the major thing that will be happen in this Northeast Calling program will be business to business summits. All right, see guys, because the main business man of mainland India is not aware about the potential they can get in northeastern region. Moreover, in northeastern region there is provision that if anybody set up their business in northeastern region, the government will provide certain incentives to them, right? So these are some these are the places where the people were not knowing about it. That's why government is organizing this business to business summit, so that in the food processing sectors where the northeast region have a huge potential, but that is totally unexplored because of the less connectivity to that region. That's why by conducting this business to business summit, it is said that those things will be unleashed, right? Like food processing sector, tourism and startup opportunities in northeast region, right? Next is about a national nutritional strategies which has been devised by Niti Aayog this time, and the aim of through this national nutritional strategy will be Kuposhan Mukt Bharat. All right, so Niti Aayog under this is putting a focus basically on nutrition. That's why it has launched a national nutritional strategy. This strategy has been launched because recently, previous year, a report has been come regarding the National Family Health Survey. So that report reflects that there is a decline in overall level of undernutrition in both women and children, and that is causing India to as a penalty for around 9 to 10%, because the workforce who is producing stunted. Those children's government cannot provide the nutritious food so to those children. That's why they are produced stunted, and that's why their cognitive growth is very less. All right, so, and which is not getting confirmed transformed into the into the monetary values in future, which otherwise would have translated into the economic boom kind of thing, right? So that's why to focus this, government is devise this national nutritional strategy so that they could take care of these problems whatever is being occurring, right? So to address this and to bring nutrition to the center stage of the national development agenda, Niti Aayog has drafted this, and the strategy lays down a roadmap for effective action among both implementationists and practitioners in achieving our nutrition objective, right? And under this, how they will do this? They will do this by putting a check by lack of real-time measurement, which was alleged. Up till now there were allegations that there was many lack of real-time measurement of these determinants, which reduces the capacity for targeted actions among most vulnerable mothers and children. All right. Okay, guys, next news is about the two contraceptives has been launched by the health ministry, that is Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The name of these two contraceptives are Antra and Chhaya. All right, so Antra is kind of injectable contraceptive, and Chhaya is kind of a contraceptive pill for mothers. Basically, mothers, for the couples who want to have intercourse between them, right? So it is done basically to meet the emerging needs of couples, and this sentence I've directly taken from the news. All right, so this sentence was written there. So these contraceptives will be made available in different medical colleges and district hospitals at present, and at present this two contraceptives has been launched on 10 states, and those states are Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Karnataka, Haryana, West Bengal, Odisha, Delhi and Goa. Delhi is a union territory though, but anyways, so the Antra is an injectable contraceptive which will be effective for 3 months, and Chhaya is a pill which will be effective for 1 week to prevent pregnancies. All right. And one more thing, so much more software also has been launched by ministry, and that name of the software is Family Planning Logistic Management Information System, that is FPLMIS, right? It is done to improve the supply and distribution of the contraceptives and to ensure whether the health facilities and the ASHA workers whosoever are concerned in propagating this knowledge of how to take contraceptives, whether these are being effectively implemented at ground level or not. That's why this software has been devised by the ministry, right? Next is about the Code of Wage Bill 2017. Guys, see, earlier many labor acts were there. That's why there was many allegations that the labor laws are not rationalized to that extent. That's why for the rationalization, government has subsumed all these 38 labor acts by framing 4 labor codes, and those 4 labor codes are made in the regions of codes on wages, code on industrial relations, code on social security, and code on occupational safety, health and working conditions. So under this, the government is planned to subsume 4 existing laws, that is Minimum Wage Act of 1948, Payment of Wage Act of 1936, Payment of Bonus Act of 1965, and Equal Remuneration Act of 1976. And under this, the government is telling that it will remove the multiplicity of definitions and authorities, leading to ease of compliances without compromising wage security and social security to the workers. Means earlier the definitions, since many codes and many lacks were there, so there were interpretation of different kind of definitions of what this minimum wages will be. But after this rationalization of all these codes, all these labor acts, there will be single definition, right? So that will not create problem to the in future to the authorities in making in framing out any kind of bills and legislations regarding this, right? And it is being said that it will cover a substantial number of workers and ensure minimum wages. Means until now there were many allegations that government could not ensure many minimum wages to especially the unorganized sector. But after this, it is being said that it will at least ensure minimum wages, because no state has the power to fix minimum wages which will be lower than the minimum wage level that has been set up by the central government. All right, and it is proposed minimum wages through check and digital mode will be given. I mean the minimum wage that will be fixed by the central government, they will tell that you have to pass on that wage through the electronic medium also, so that government could keep surveillance on that. All right, and there will be provision of appellate authority also for any effective redressal mechanism kind of thing, right? So this was about this bill. Next is, guys, Xiamen Declaration. See, these kind of news are very favorite for UPSC, right? So Xiamen Declaration is basically the BRICS summit. That we have recently concluded the 9th BRICS summit, which has been occurred in Xiamen, that is in China, right? So many declarations were signed among all the BRICS countries. So let's put a brief focus on what are the declarations being signed between us. So that was the first is among promoting the development of BRICS local currency bond market and jointly establish BRICS local currency bond fund, and also to facilitate the financial market integration. The second declaration what has been signed between us is cooperation on energy and work to foster open, flexible and transparent market for energy commodities and technologies. Third is BRICS Agriculture Research Platform. See, I have already discussed about this BRICS Agriculture Research Platform, because within this BRICS Agriculture Research Platform, the agricultural scientists of all the BRICS countries will come forward and look onto the mutual beneficial area, where if they can work, if they can do research and development, they can mutually get benefit out of that. And the major problem occurring within these all BRICS countries is about the food security. So that is kept in some sort of priority list. So anyways, these are the things which has been signed in this Xiamen Declaration between all the BRICS countries. Next is about the commitment for broad counter-terrorism coalition and support of the United Nations central coordinating role in this counter-terrorism measure regard. All right, and also to work together to promote most effective use of fossil fuel and wider use of gas, hydro and nuclear power. There has been signed for the people-to-people exchange in promoting development and enhancing mutual understanding, friendship and cooperation, and the partnership has also been signed in the sector with emerging markets and developing countries, and pursue equal-footed and flexible practices and initiatives for dialogue and cooperation with non-BRICS countries, including through BRICS Plus cooperation. Next is about a Surya Kiran, guys. This is kind of a joint India-Nepal army exercise. So let's see a bit factual things about the Surya Kiran exercise. This is the 12th edition of Nepal-India joint military exercise, which will be participated by 30 troops from each sides, means from each countries, that is from Nepal and from India. 300 and 300 each troops will be deployed in this joint exercise, and the focus is majorly based on the counter-terrorism operation in basically the mountainous terrains, and disaster management and joint operations for disaster relief, because you know that both the countries are directly affected by this disaster, because both the countries lie in Himalayan regions, right? And there will be also enhancement of defense cooperations and relations between the two nations. It is ideal platform for contingent of both the nations to share their experience and gain mutually. All right. Next is about DSIBs, that is domestically systematically important banks. Guys, this is a very, very important news, trust me. So let's see a bit about it. See, earlier two banks were there who has been counted under this DSIBs. I will not again and again ask I tell this full form, that is domestically systematically important banks, blah blah. All right, so I'll just tell the DSIBs, right? So earlier State Bank of India and ICICI Bank were the two banks who were directly included in this DSIBs, but recently RBI has also included HDFC Bank in this list, and these banks are said that these are too big to fail list. I mean, these banks fall under too big to fail list because of their size. Their size is huge. They're interconnected in the Indian territory, within the Indian territory region is huge, right? That's why it is being said that they are too big to fail. They're falling in too big to fail list, because at the time if they fall in some sort of difficult situation, then there is government to give a back support to these banks because of their interconnectedness, because these are the veins of our economy. These banks are working as of now as a veins of our economy, and if these banks fail, then there will be direct impact on our national economy. That's why government is there to support, give it a back support, and for this they enjoy certain advantages. These banks enjoy certain advantages in funding market also, but still it's not that they will be gaining the advantages only. They have some sort of rigorous regulations also in capital requirement, right? So let's not give much focus on those regulations, but just remember that they are some sort of having more regulated by RBI. All right. Next is about Locky ransomware, guys. See, ransomware, earlier this year also we have discussed about WannaCry and Petya ransomware, which was in huge news. So basically CERT-In, that is Computer Emergency Response Team, has issued a direction to the government that there is a Locky software which is sending spam messages and locking the computer and later demanding the ransoms from the users, right? So that's why the government should get government should be get cautioned about this ransomware, right? So let's see a bit about CERT-In, guys. The Indian Computer Emergency Response Team. This is basically a governmentally mandated information technology security organization, and which was being created in 2004, all right, by the Indian Department of Information Technology, and it basically responds to the computer security incidents which are occurring within India, and also report on the vulnerabilities which it has reported now. And from this news you can see they have alerted the government regarding the Locky ransomware. So they report on vulnerabilities and promote effective IT security practices throughout the country. All right, so guys, this was about the news. So yeah, this was it. We'll meet in next class. Till then, bye bye, take care, and thank you for listening to me, guys. Thank you very much.